Mayor, senior writer with Bloomberg, also joining us. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. Ms. Stephanie, if you can give us a sense of how things have played out. We do understand there was a lot of pressure on Boris Johnson to resign. Now, finally, the resignation coming in.
Yes, this has been months in the making with the pressure building, and his position became untenable after Chancellor Rishi Sunak resigned and the Health Secretary Sajid Javid also resigned within minutes of each other. And then the pace of resignations this morning picked up to the point where his position was untenable. And I think, most people here are greeting this with a sense of relief, mixed with concern about the country and the government being rudderless for the next few months while the Tory party works out who its next leader will be.
Okay, so, there have been a lot of scandals that Boris Johnson had been embroiled in. It started right from COVID-19, the handling of the pandemic as well. If you can just refresh our memories on the kind of scandals that Boris Johnson has faced, because previously he had, gone through the tide with that. But now, finally, coming to the brink where he had to resign.
Right. Well, it started with a scandal over an MP and the way that was handled. And then it went straight into so-called Partygate, which was a series of allegations about parties being hosted and held in 10 Downing Street against COVID rules during the pandemic. And there was a series of statements that the Prime Minister made that people felt in Parliament that people believed to be untruthful, and an investigation and a series of fines that were handed out for people attending those parties violating COVID rules, including the Prime Minister himself. And then the scandals just kept coming. And the latest, was over a parliamentary whip he had appointed who did have a past allegations of sexual harassment, which Boris Johnson denied knowing about and then admitted that he did. So I think this was the last straw.